everyone. Welcome to the Movieception Show. My name is Fariba, and earlier today we actually just had to Netflix to do. They presented a lot of their biggest projects that are coming out this year, whether it be Squid Game, Wake Up Dead Man, and now, of course, we're finally getting official details about Stranger Things Season 5. A lot of us are very excited about it. I'm very excited about it. It is going to mark the end of the run for the series. I still even remember when Season 4 came out, like just the hype behind that, and although I wasn't able to actually do reactions for it, that is something that I'm hoping to do this year. Again, it's very rare for me to do Netflix content just because of how their format is like, and it's just not my type, but I will be willing to make the exception just because, I mean, honestly, when you have something like Squid Game and Stranger Things that are just worldwide global phenomenons and have specific storytelling that makes you very intrigued, makes you very curious about what's going to end up being the end game. It makes you theorize about things. It's like you wonder what's going to happen. I think that Stranger Things Season 5 is a clear example where I really have to put the effort into actually making some kind of reaction. Again, I'm going to be testing this out with Squid Game Season 3, but we'll see how it goes with Season 5. But I'm very excited to see Stranger Things Season 5. I know there's been a lot of questions about what's going to happen. We've had to wait a long time for this. I think 3 years just to see this happen, just to see this get filmed, just get developed, and now we're finally getting it this year after waiting so long. And I think we're also gonna get a date announcement. So this is gonna be my first time actually getting any kind of info about the release date. But yeah, I'm very excited to see how things are going to end off with Elle and with Eleven, Mikey, just about everybody in the group. I mean, I think personally my favorite characters have been Steve, Dustin. I even like Robin a lot. I mean, there's just so many great characters in here. I wonder what this is gonna be like with Beck now. We've been hearing rumors, we've been getting possible reported titles, but now we're finally getting something for once. So yeah, without further ado, let's get right down into seeing the first footage of Stranger Things Season 5.
All the time.
Oh, the night that he went missing? Yeah.
The night it came for you.
Okay, so this is kind of like a recap.
The night. All of this started. Everything changed. We failed.
Nettie!
But we need to be ready.
Volume 1, November 26th. Okay. Christmas, the finale. Oh my god, no. Ooh. So we just got a lot of info in this trailer. So for one thing, we did get a little bit of a glimpse of what Season 5 is going to look like. It does seem as though that everyone's going to be fighting off the entity that is the Upside Down and Vecna. We still see Max is still in a coma. We see a lot of characters are kind of like teaming up, trying to kind of be involved in some way, although it's like it varies upon where everyone is. It's like quick snippets that we see. It doesn't mean so that this year that we're actually going to have a little bit more involvement with Will, because when we see at the very end that he's screaming, but aside from that, there isn't really a lot to kind of decipher from the quick teaser that we just got, because most of it was just a recap. But we do got some dates, and it looks like they're actually doing this in 3 parts. So first one's coming out in November 22nd. Second part, I think they said Christmas Day, so December 25th, and then the final episode, or the finale is gonna be New Year's Eve, which is like, holy shit. Like, oh my God. Like, that's now, what really does bother me is that November 26th, I'm actually not going to be in the country. I'm going to be out of town. And when I be like out of town, I'm going to be out of the country. Like, I'm going to be doing a international trip. So that bums me out because I really wanted to see Stranger Things, and that means I'm going to have to wait like nearly a whole week before I can even watch season 5. So that really does bum me out. But I'm gonna somehow hope that I can avoid spoilers while I'm like away. But the good news is that Christmas and New Year's Eve, I can do that at least. And I cannot even imagine how things are gonna be. That actually makes it a little bit more easier for me now that I can actually do reaction for those. So we're gonna have a little bit of spacing, which is great. I mean, I guess Netflix does realize that for a show like Stranger Things, you can't just drop everything all at once. And if you want the discussion going, if you want people to be talking about Stranger Things for a long, long time, you have to space things out. That's what they did with, I believe, with season 4. We did volume 1, volume 2. Volume 1, I think, came out like in May. Volume 2 came out, I think, like July, which is like a really good amount of spacing because that allows people to kind of talk about it, theorize, figure out what's going to happen, so on and so forth. And I think that's what they're going to take the similar approach with certain things, and not just with 2 parts, with 3 parts. So I'm very, very excited. I'm actually am happy that they're taking this approach. I wish, okay, I'm not going to say everything about Squid Game, but because that's already a 2-parter if you think about it in like its technicality. But wow, we're finally getting down to the end of the road with Stranger Things. I cannot wait to see the series. I know season 4 really was kind of like, wow, we're finally starting to get everything together. So, and now season 5 is going to be the closure that, with this whole journey that started like, 9 years ago. I still remember just watching the series when it first dropped, and just to see how much that has evolved since, it's just absolutely incredible. Because like, for me, it's like I was also growing up watching this show, seeing these kids grow up as well, and it's just like, wow, like I cannot believe after all these years we're finally getting down to the end of it. But yeah, what are your thoughts? We finally got a lot more details about Stranger Things season 5, whether it be the footage or just the dates. What do you think? Oh wow, sorry. What do you think about the fact that they're actually splitting this into 3 parts? They're dropping some segments of the episodes in 3 parts. Do you like that? Do you not like that? I personally am happy with this because I actually at least makes it a little bit more relieving to kind of catch up on things and actually do some reactions. And also just kind of taking a little bit more time to be able to discuss about Stranger Things season 5. I feel like the discussion needs to happen, and this is like the perfect show to do it. And I think that this is the way to do it. But maybe you have other thoughts. Maybe you don't appreciate that kind of format, which honestly, I get it. There's people who love binging, there's people like weekly. I'm more the weekly person, but maybe I have other thoughts. We do have a little bit more, we do get to see the first look of season 5. Again, it's just quick snippets, but have you noticed something in some of the images that may have raised your eyebrows? And from the looks of it, does seem as though that Will is going to be a much more bigger player this season, which makes sense because of the fact that, he's also equally involved with the Upside Down as 11 is. So I would imagine that he would have to be a very big character this season. And that seems to be the case, like just from the recaps, but maybe you have other thoughts. What do you think is going to happen? Do you have any theories about what's going to be the end game for the series? And let me know if you have any other thoughts. Let me know in the comments down below to make sure to like and subscribe.